Hi there! Guest posting is one of the simplest ways to get your name, brand, or expertise in front of a new audience. But one of the biggest challenges is knowing where to actually find these opportunities. So in this video, we'll quickly go over what guest posts are, how they differ from other PR content, and where you can start finding real opportunities. So a guest post is an article you write that gets published on someone else's website, blog, or publication. It's usually meant to share insight, expertise, or useful information with the audience while giving you exposure. So this is different from something like a thought leadership article or blog post on your own site, where you control the platform and audience. It's also different from a press release, which is more about announcing news rather than providing value through content. So guest posts sit somewhere in between. They're content driven but distributed through someone else's platform. So here are just a few places where to find guest post opportunities. The first one would be a Google search. Now this is simple but it is effective. So you can find a lot of opportunities just by using targeted search terms. You can try phrases like write for us, let's say guest post guidelines, or submit an article along with your industry. So you can just add here right for us, and then next to it you can add your industry. Let's say you are in the finance industry, you can just add finance here, click search, and then the results will give you right for us opportunities within your industry. You can also search sites that accept guest posts. So you'll find a bunch of different blog articles here that's going to give you a bunch of different sites that you can contact, you can pitch to, and hopefully they will accept your guest post. Now here you can find a bunch of different publications that this site mentions to accept guest posts. However, some of these are a little bit outdated, or in the time that they have created this article, the site may have chosen not to accept contributors anymore. So if you find a site within your industry, make sure to go down the list and then check if the website actually accepts contributors, because you don't want to get your hopes up and say, okay, this is a site that I want to pitch to, and then the site that you want to pitch to, it doesn't accept guest posts anymore, or the page doesn't exist anymore. So make sure that you do go through the list and then check out the website to make sure that you can pitch to them. And then next up, you've got industry blogs and websites. So look at blogs or publications in your niche and check if they accept contributors. So many have a dedicated page for submissions or contributor guidelines. So let's say you are within the legal law industry and you want to pitch your insights, you want to create guest posts for them. Now, you can check out the contributor page just to see what guidelines they have. They might ask you for a guest post, or they might ask you to pitch different ideas to them, and then they'll check from there whether or not you are accepted. So make sure to go through all of their guidelines. So this is a good way to find opportunities for guest posting. And then LinkedIn and social media. So editors and content managers often post when they are looking for contributors. So following the right people or searching keywords can uncover opportunities. So this is X, or Twitter. So you can search something like guest contributors wanted. It could give you podcast guests. So it's best to be specific but not too specific that you don't get any results. And then you can just make your way down here to see if there are any editors or writers or anyone looking for contributors. Then you can just either message them on Twitter. If they have their contact details listed, you can easily contact or message them. And then another one would be to look at competitor backlinks and articles. So look at where others in your industry are publishing guest posts. So this will give you a clear list of sites already open to external contributors. So let's say, for example, if a competitor has an article on a business blog, that site may also accept your contribution. And then also you can also check out PR or outreach platforms. So some platforms and communities share content opportunities, including guest posts. So these can be a great way to find more structured or ongoing opportunities. So here you have Help Reporter Out. They send queries via email each day. So you can find opportunities this way as well, where you can go through each of these queries, and some of them might ask for guest post. It could be ongoing or it could be a one-time thing. However, if they do accept it, you can always reach out to them again and ask if there are more opportunities for you to provide your insights or to just pitch to them. So finding guest post opportunities really comes down to being proactive and knowing where to look. So once you start identifying the right platforms in your niche, it becomes much easier to pitch ideas and get published consistently. So over time, those contributions can build visibility, credibility, and even support your broader PR efforts.